Hello and salutations. This is another YouTube video. It's going to be a vlog, and this is one's going to be more personal. I just felt like recording myself and talking about something that has been interesting me for a while, and just to kind of, again, look back on my growth as a person and as an individual. Yeah, I'm in my bathroom right now, so the acoustics probably sound really nice. That's what I wanted to talk about, was how I just discovered the ability of audio message on iMessage, and I think I really appreciate it because I'm someone who really sucks at texting and really sucks at communicating over technology. I hate it, and I choose to hate it. I choose to not like it because when you're having a conversation with somebody over text message, it's just not the same. There's no emotional connection. It's just words. It's just written words. And so when I found audio message, I didn't even have to call them. I could just talk and then just be me. I've just been playing around with it. Once I discovered it, I started I kind of got a little carried away with it. Okay, I basically sent lots of people messages, nice things just about that I think about them, and it's very interesting. Something about me is that I really like psychology and philosophy. It's something that really does fascinate me, and just why we are the way we are, why we think the way we think in different kinds of situations. And so I use myself as a social experiment a lot, and I've always done this ever since I could, well, not ever since I could remember, but during probably just at a very early age. I always was interested in seeing how people would react to different things, and I use myself, like I said, as a social experiment to do that. And it also ties into me exploring, me accepting myself for who I am as well. It is as much a part of me as my art. With this social experiment, we're just sending a lot of people these audio messages. I got a lot of different responses. Some people would be like, "Oh, thanks, Paris." Other people would be like, "You're weird, but you crack me up." Other people took it off a little too strongly, and that's completely okay. I think in doing this, and it is a big part of me, but me exploring this and not thinking so much about what people think about me afterwards in return. I just want to be nice and tell people nice things about themselves. I think it will, I'm trying to speak with more conviction with my words too, because I know words are very powerful and meaningful, and so whatever we say, I want to speak more confidently, and so I could hopefully be a more confident person. And that shows me the people who were kind of turned away by the way that I was, then it kind of shows me who can handle being around me and who can handle being my friend, I guess, and who can't. And it's nothing bad. It's not that they're bad people. It's not that I don't like them. It's just I like to, me growing as an individual and exploring the idea of spirituality. I don't really think I've talked about spirituality as much on my YouTube channel. I've adopted the term frequencies, and it shows me who is on the same frequency, the same wavelength as me, and who isn't. And it helps me, better understand myself and also my surroundings and my environment. And it doesn't mean that I'm going to avoid the people who misconstrued my words. It's just interesting to me. Another thing I guess that I want to discuss is that how insecure I am. I really am insecure about all my art and everything that I create. And I don't really know, well, I guess I do know why, but I'm working towards being honest with myself about it and figuring it out. I really don't think I'm that great of a person. I don't think that I'm really good at anything. I just like doing things because I'm passionate about it, because it helps me discover more and more about who I am. And that's why I do talk about having a passion a lot. It's not just about doing something that you love. It's about you learn about yourself through art, through anything that you express yourself, and you can look back at it and be like, wow, I created that. And that's kind of the process of my growth over all these years and all of my different facets of expression. I've learned so much about myself through cinematography and parkour and dance, not just about my body and stuff, but about my mind and about the way I see the world, the way I see things. That Special Something video that I created a while back in my senior year, I think, that really taught me a lot about myself. I made a birthday video for one of my ex-girlfriends, and that really taught me a lot about myself and just the way I am towards that kind of situation. it's not a bad video at all. Like, I look back at it and it's like, man, I made this for her, and I'm proud that I did. And more towards insecurities, on Instagram, I do this thing a lot. Like, I used to have a lot of followers on Instagram, and not trying to brag or anything, but I did. I had almost 1,000, and that was a few, like maybe last year, probably even longer. But there was a point in time where I got so insecure about all my art and people seeing it that I got rid of all of my followers and I unfollowed everybody and I made my account private. So I'm kind of like rebuilding my Instagram back up. But like still sometimes I get that urge to like make people unfollow me, like block and unblock people. That's a thing on Instagram. I'm so just picky about that kind of thing. And I'm working on accepting the people that support me, that like what I do and like what I create, and not overthinking it, you know? And it's so weird with me and everybody. We're all contradictory. Damn, my dogs are barking. I post very frequently. I just make things and I just throw it out there. And then how I deal with it is I kind of delete all the apps. I'll post something and then I'll delete the app so I'm not tempted to check notifications. When time comes where I want to post something again, the process just repeats. And it kind of keeps me creative, but it also cuts me off from the things that I don't want to concern myself with, the fame, the publicity, the things like that. I've been in recent situations where people have called me a dumbass because I don't like put myself out there. I don't try to get people to repost my stuff, and I think I'm not a dumbass because it's a choice. I don't care about being famous. I don't care about being known. And if I am, like, so be it. I'm not against anything really, but you know, it's not my main focus to have my name. It's not my main. Oh my god. It's not my main focus to have my name known. Like I said in my last video talking about school, philosophy and stuff, my main focus is I just want to be and to be okay. And again, I could live in a cabin in the woods and be content as long as I was able to create and be myself. I could live very simply and alone. And I would still find some kind of peace of mind. I want to talk about some people who have been some big influences in my life and just want to, I don't know, mention them and share them. Because if anyone resonates with the way that I am, then maybe you guys can look at some of the things that have inspired me to be the way I am. Alan Watts is a philosopher of sorts, and he talks a lot about, he's a philosopher who introduced Eastern philosophy, Eastern understandings into the Western world. Like, I can't really get all technical about you. I can't like speak with some kind of authoritative background. I don't go to school, but his words very much resonate with me. And I listen to him all the time when I'm just walking around. Like, I'll just be listening to him talk and just looking at the world, and it kind of helped me progress my own vision for how I see my reality. And there's this other one called Bashar. He's a channel. There's this guy named Daryl Anka, and he channels a being called Bashar. I don't know if anybody's open to this, but a while back I went with my friend Brian. He's a really good friend of mine that I share a lot of spirituality experiences with. But we went to LA, and he took me to this spirituality seminar, you could call it. And it's with this guy named Daryl Anka, and he channels a being called Bashar. Channeling is the process of going into like a deep meditation and aligning your frequency with that of something else and having it speak through you. Kind of like a medium, like you see in ghost stories. But this Bashar, he also talks about a lot of things that very much resonate with me. You could look these names up on YouTube and just see where I kind of get a lot of my inspiration from. I think for now I'm going to end this video here. It kind of just went off in a random direction, but that's okay. This is mainly for me. Thank you guys who watched all the way through. If you guys want to follow me and my adventures a little bit more closely, all my social media will be down below in the description. If anybody wants to ask me questions, because I love questions and I love talking to people and getting to know people, and also helping me explore my own answers to different questions. So please ask me stuff if you're bored. And yeah, I'm going to have a family kickback today. So some people are going to come over and just chill. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next one. Bye.